the glass electrode. So after this determination of pH of unknown solution by using a glass electrode, coming to the next topic in electrochemistry, that is concentration cells. So generally to study the interconversion of energies, either chemical energy into electrical energy or electrical energy into chemical energy, we are going to use electrochemical cells. The electrochemical cells are the devices used to study the interconversion of energies, in which either chemical energy is converted into electrical energy or electrical energy is converted into chemical energy. It takes place. So in the electrochemical cells, there are three types. One is a galvanic cell, another one is an electrolytic cells, another one is a concentration cells. So in the previous first introduction class, we studied galvanic cell. So first one, the galvanic cells are the electrochemical cells which converts chemical energy into electrical energy. Whatever the electrochemical cells are having ability to convert whatever the chemical energy liberated by whatever the chemical energy stored inside the cell into the electrical energy, that type of electrochemical cells called as galvanic cells, for example dry cell or Daniell cell. So in the galvanic cells, coming to the another one type of devices used to study the interconversion of energies, that is concentration cells. The concentration cells are also the galvanic cells. Here also there is a conversion of chemical energy into electrical energy takes place. But in the concentration cells, whatever the electrode and electrolyte is present, it is made by using a same metal. So that type of cells, it is called as a concentration cells. The concentration cells are defined as these are the electrochemical cells in which electrode and electrolyte material made by using a same metal which converts chemical energy into electrical energy called as concentration cells. For example, copper concentration cell. See this diagram, it clearly indicates the copper concentration cell. See in this copper concentration cell, it consists of two electrodes. One is in a copper, another one is also copper, and both the copper electrode it is immersed in a copper sulfate solution. See this is also copper sulfate solution and this is also copper sulfate solution, in which either there is a different in concentration of electrode or different in concentration of electrolyte it takes place. So these type of devices are called as a concentration cell. For example, see in this concentration cell, whatever the copper sulfate, this one having in a C1 concentration. So the left hand side one, it consists of C1 concentration. This is in a C1 concentration and this should be having in a C2 concentration. So these type of devices called as a concentration cell. The concentration cells are defined as these are the electrochemical cells in which chemical energy converted into electrical energy takes place, and whatever the electrode and electrolyte is made, electrode and electrolyte materials made by in a same metal but either different in the concentration of electrode or different in the concentration of electrolyte it takes place. So these type of devices called as a concentration cells. In these concentration cells there are two types. One is an electrode concentration cell, another one is an electrolyte concentration cell. In which coming to the electrolyte concentration cells, the electrolyte concentration cells are the concentration cells in which electrode and electrolyte materials made by same metal but different in concentration of electrolyte, it is called as an electrolyte concentration cell. See, for example, copper concentration cell. See, this is the one copper concentration cell. See, in this copper concentration cell, electrode are made by copper metal, electrolyte are made copper sulfate, means both are made by using in a copper only. But one container copper sulfate having a C1 concentration, another one container it consists of a C2 concentration. So these type of concentration cells made by using in a electrode and electrolyte same material, but there is a difference in the concentration of the electrolyte. It is called as an electrolyte concentration cell. For example, copper concentration cell or zinc concentration cell or silver concentration cell, etc. You take any electrolyte concentration cell in which whatever the electrode and electrolyte is present, it is made by using in a same metal, but there is a difference in the concentration of electrolyte. One electrolyte having one concentration, another one electrolyte having another one concentration. So these type of concentration cell having different concentration of electrolyte, but electrode and electrolyte made by using in a same metal, it is called as an electrolyte concentration cell. It's a clear concentration cell and electrolyte concentration cell. This is also one type of the electrochemical cell only. Here also there is a chemical energy is converted into electrical energy takes place. But compared to galvanic cell, you take galvanic cell in which one electrode is zinc, another one is in a copper. There, whatever the electrolyte and electrode is there, it is made by different metals. But in the case of concentration cell, whatever the electrode and electrolyte is present, it's made by using in a same metal, but there is a difference in the concentration of the either electrodes or electrolyte. If there is a difference in the concentration of the electrodes, it is called as an electrode concentration cell. If there is a difference in the concentration of the electrolyte, it is called as an electrolyte concentration cell. It's a clear definitions for concentration cell and electrolyte concentration cell. Any doubt in this? In which, coming to the identification of anode and cathode, in the case of electrolyte concentration cell, generally during the construction of a concentration cell, whatever the electrolyte having a high concentration, it is placed on right hand side. That electrode it acts as a cathode where the reduction reaction it takes place. And whatever the electrode having a low concentration, it is placed on left hand side, and that electrode it acts as an anode. On the basis of the concentration of the electrolyte, in the concentration cell, the anode electrode and cathode electrode it is identified. For example, see in this concentration cell, C2 concentration it is greater than C1 concentration. Consider in this copper concentration cell, there is a C2 concentration, it is greater than C1 concentration. Then here whatever the right side electrode is there, these electrode having high concentration of copper sulfate, therefore it acts as a cathode, therefore where the reduction reaction it takes place. And here C1 having this electrolyte left hand side container copper sulfate concentration, it is C1, it is less than C2, therefore these electrode it acts as an anode where the oxidation reaction it takes place. In the case of concentration cell also, through the redox reaction only, there is a conversion of chemical energy into electrical energy takes place. It's a clear?
Yes, sir.
So in which, coming to the reactions observed in the concentration cells, first one coming to the anode reaction. So generally whatever the electrode having in a low concentration, it acts as an anode where the oxidation reaction it takes place. Here in the left hand side electrode having the low concentration, therefore it acts as an anode where whatever the copper metal is there, it undergo oxidation, Cu, gives rise to Cu2 plus with the liberation of 2 electron it takes place, in which whatever the Cu2 plus it having in a concentration C1 that you need to mention. Next, coming to the cathode reaction. So in the case of cathode reaction means whatever the electrode having in a high concentration, it acts as a cathode where the reduction reaction it takes place, in which the right hand side electrode having high concentration, therefore it acts as a cathode where the reduction reaction it takes place, in which whatever the Cu2 plus ions is there having in a C2 concentration, it gaining the liberated electron, it is reduced as a copper metal. This is the reduction reaction. So now here 2 electron get cancelled, copper get cancelled, remaining that is Cu2 plus C2 concentration gives rise to Cu2 plus C1 concentration. So this is the net reaction. This net reaction it indicates that there is a change in concentration of electrolyte due to production of electricity. So this is the reactions which is observed in the case of concentration cell. First one is an anode reaction, that is oxidation reaction. Here whatever the electrode having low concentration of electrolyte, it acts as an anode where the oxidation reaction it takes place, in which whatever the metal here copper is there, that is Cu, gives rise to Cu2 plus C1 concentration. You need to mention that concentration of electrolyte plus liberation of electron, that is 2. Why here we are mentioning the concentration of the electrolyte? Because of on the basis of that electrolyte only we are going to identify anode and cathode in the case of concentration cells. It's a clear. Coming to the cathode reaction, whatever the electrode having high concentration, high concentration of electrolyte, it acts as a cathode. Here C2 having higher one, therefore Cu2 plus having C2 concentration, gaining the electron reduced to a copper. So coming to the net reaction, here 2 electron, copper get cancelled, remaining Cu2 plus C2 concentration gives rise to Cu2 plus C1 concentration. It's a clear. Any doubt in these reactions? This is very important, how to write anode reaction, cathode reaction and net reaction in the case of concentration cell, because on the basis of this concentration cell you have a numerical. In the numerical they are going to ask you to write cell reaction, where you need to write down, here I taken C1 and C2, but in the numerical they will give two concentration, like one is 1 molar, another one is 0.5 molar or 2 molar, etc. In that whatever the value having higher, it indicates the cathode, so that you need to write down here. Whatever the concentration having lower value, that you need to write down instead of C1. So next, coming to the cell representation of this concentration cell. So whatever the rules we are going to use to represent a galvanic cell, same rules here also we are using to represent the concentration cell. So in which first you need to write down an anode metal, so our anode electrolyte. So here anode electrolyte is copper. Then you need to write down anode electrolyte, that is CuSO4. You need to mention concentration, that is C1, separated by single vertical line. After that you need to represent in a double vertical line, that is salt bridge. Then you need to write down a cathode electrolyte, that is also CuSO4. You need to mention the concentration, that is Cu. Then cathode electrode, that is Cu, separated by single vertical line. This is the rule used to represent the concentration cell. First we need to write down a cathode electrode, that is copper. Then anode electrode, that is copper. Then anode electrolyte, that is CuSO4. You need to mention the concentration, that is lower one, separated by single vertical line. Then salt bridge, double vertical line. Then cathode electrolyte, that is CuSO4, concentration is C2. Then cathode electrode, that is also copper, separated by single vertical line. It's a clear? Any
Yes, sir.
doubt in this concentration cell, either in the reaction or in the representation or in the identification of anode and cathode? In the concentration cell, electrode having high concentration of electrolyte, it acts as anode or cathode? It acts as anode or cathode?
Cathode.
It acts as cathode. At cathode, which reaction it takes place?
Reduction.
Reduction reaction. Good. In which whatever the electrode having low concentration, it acts as anode or cathode?
Anode.
Anode. At anode, which reaction it takes place?
Oxidation.
Oxidation reaction. So can anyone tell me the representation of this concentration cell? First, what we need to write? Anode electrode, then anode electrolyte with concentration separated by single vertical line, then salt bridge double vertical line, then cathode electrolyte, then cathode electrode separated by single vertical line. In this way, we are going to represent the concentration cell. Is it clear for you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is about construction and working of concentration cell, that is electrolyte concentration cell. The concentration cell made by using a concentration cell in which electrode and electrolyte made by a same metal but different in the concentration of the electrolyte. It is called as electrolyte concentration cell. For that, one example, copper concentration cell. So after this construction and working of this copper concentration cell, next coming to the EMF of the concentration cell. So the EMF of the concentration cell also determined by using a Nernst equation. EMF of concentration cell, EMF of concentration cell. So the EMF of concentration cell also determined by using Nernst equation. That is means the EMF of concentration cell also the potential difference between electrodes present in a galvanic in a concentration cell, that is E cathode minus E anode. The EMF of concentration cell, it is also defined as, it is also the potential difference between electrodes present in a concentration cell, that is a difference between electrode potential of cathode electrode and anode electrode. Now write down first, according to Nernst equation, electrode potential of cathode electrode, that is E cathode. According to Nernst equation, E cathode, the Nernst equation, that is E cell is equal to E naught cell, sorry, E naught plus 0.0591 log concentration of Mn plus. Same way for E cathode we will get E naught plus 0.0591 divided by N log concentration of C2, because cathode electrolyte having concentration C2 in the previous one, whatever the example we take. Same way. In same way, you write down anode, that is electrode anode, E anode, it is equal to E naught plus 0.0591 divided by N log concentration of C1, because anode electrolyte having concentration, that is C1. Now you substitute this E naught cathode, E cathode and E anode value to this equation. We get this one, that is E cell, it is equal to E naught plus 0.0591 divided by N log of concentration of C2 minus E naught plus 0.0591 divided by n log of concentration of C1. On substituting E cathode and E naught anode to this equation, E cell equation, we get this equation, that is E cell is equal to E naught plus 0.0591 divided by n log concentration of C2 minus E naught plus 0.0591 divided by n log concentration of C1. Here minus is there, that you multiply on right hand side, we get this equation, that is E naught plus 0.0591 divided by n log concentration of C2 minus E naught minus 0.0591 divided by n log concentration of C1. We get this equation and multiplying minus to the right hand side. So now here also one E naught is there, cancel, this E naught get cancelled, remaining we will get 0.0591 divided by n log concentration of C2 minus 0.0591 divided by n log concentration of C1. We get this equation. See, in this equation there is a one common term, that is 0.0591 divided by n. The remaining we will get log concentration of C2 minus log concentration of C1. So now it is in the form of log A minus log B. Therefore log A minus B, it is equal to log A by B. We get 0.0591 divided by n log concentration of C2 divided by concentration of C1. This is the E cell electrode potential of a concentration cell equation, that is E cell is equal to 0.0591 divided by n log concentration of C2 divided by concentration of C1. This final equation you need to remember in your mind, because you have numerical on the basis of this. In the numerical, they will ask you to calculate EMF of concentration cell. Sometime they are going to ask this n value. Sometime they will give one concentration, either anode or cathode, you need to calculate another one. So this final equation, that is E cell is equal to 0.0591 divided by n log concentration of C2 divided by C1, where n is the number of electrons involved in the reaction, C2 is the cathode electrolyte concentration, that is higher concentration, C1 is the lower anode electrolyte concentration, that is lower concentration. It's clear? Any doubt in this EMF of concentration cell?
No, sir.
So this final equation you need to remember. See, once again I will explain this EMF of concentration cell. The EMF of concentration cell, it is the potential difference between the electrodes present in a concentration cell. So it is mathematically represented by E cell, it is equal to E cathode minus E anode. So according to Nernst equation, write down electrode potential for this cathode electrode. So according to Nernst equation, we get E cathode is equal to E naught plus 0.0591 divided by n log concentration of C2. Same as for anode electrode, that is E anode is equal to E naught plus 0.0591 divided by n log concentration of C1. So now substitute these two equation, these two E cathode, E anode value to this first equation. We get E cell is equal to E naught plus 0.0591 divided by n log C2 minus E naught plus 0.0591 divided by n log C1. So here minus is there, that you multiply on right hand side, we get E naught plus 0.0591 divided by n log C2 minus E naught minus 0.0591 divided by n log C1. So here E naught get cancelled. This is plus E naught, this is minus E naught. Therefore, both are cancelled. We get 0.0591 divided by n log C2 minus 0.0591 divided by n log C1. So take common as 0.0591 divided by n. Then we get log C2 minus log C1. It is in the form of log A by log A minus B. That is log A by B. Therefore, finally we get E cell is equal to 0.0591 divided by n log C2 divided by C1. It's clear? So this is about next another one topic in electrochemistry, that is concentration cells, in which one example you have in your syllabus, that is electrolyte concentration cell, or the electrolyte concentration cell. One example, that is copper concentration cell and this EMF of concentration cell. Can anyone tell me the final equation for EMF of concentration cell? Final equation for EMF of concentration cell. Anyone unmute and tell? E cell is equal to what?
0.0591 by n log C2 by C1.
Where n is what?
Number of electrons.
Number of electrons involved in the reaction. C2 is the
Concentration of cathode.
concentration of cathode electrolyte. C1 is the
Concentration of anode electrolyte.
anode electrolyte. That you need to remember these three. This is very important. N is number of electrons involved in the reaction. Number of electrons involved in the reaction, that is N. C2 is the cathode electrolyte concentration, that is higher concentration. C1 is the anode electrolyte concentration, that is lower concentration. It's clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is about EMF of concentration cell. So after this, so now I will write one more electrolyte concentration cell. That concentration cell reactions and cell representation you tell me. I am going to write one zinc electrolyte concentration cell. Write down this one in your notebook. See, this is one zinc concentration cell. Here there are two zinc electrodes are immersed in different concentration of zinc sulfate. One having in a 1 molar concentration, another one having in a 2 molar concentration. Write down this zinc concentration cell reactions and cell representation. Anyone tell me the anode reaction of this concentration cell, how to write?
Zn is equal to Zn2 plus
Then gives
2
rise to
electron.
Zn2
Zn2
plus
plus 2 electron.
concentration
1 molar.
1 molar. First you need to write concentration, then 2 electron. Same way cathode reaction, that is
Zn2 plus 2 electron give
first
rise to
Zn2
Zn.
plus, then you need to write down concentration. Don't forget that one, 2 molar plus 2 electron gives rise to Zn. So now Zn get cancelled, 2 electron get cancelled, remaining Zn2 plus 2 molar gives rise to Zn2 plus 1 molar. It's a clear? This is first one, cell reactions. Coming to the cell representation. So first we need to write down anode, that is Zn. Then we need to write down anode electrolyte, that is ZnSO4 or Zn2 plus. Concentration 1 molar, lower one. Salt bridge double vertical line. Then cathode electrolyte, that is ZnSO4 2 molar. Then cathode electrolyte, that is Zn separated by single vertical line. It's a clear?
Yes, sir.
How to write
Yes,
cell reactions of the electrolyte concentration cell and cell representation. Any doubt in this concentration cell, you can ask. Any doubt, you can ask now. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ?
Yes, sir.
Only got it few responses. Remaining
yes, sir.